Now, I know the title of this video might be a little bit intense, I would say, but just hear me out with the stuff that I have to say here in this video. I have been seeing a lot of people talking about the Switch 2 and how it's expensive, and then as well with the way that Xbox recently had a $100 increase to their prices and games now going up to $80 during this holiday, and as well as the potential talk that PlayStation are likely going to be doing the exact same thing as well, and that we're likely going to go through another market crash like we did back in 1983. A quick summary, I guess, for those that don't know, an event known as the video game crash of 1983 happened where there was an oversaturated amount of consoles, and as well as the games for said consoles just being very poor quality games, and as well as just other problems that was going on throughout that entire kind of time frame there. It wasn't really until Nintendo came in and basically revived the interest of gaming that kind of helped with us getting out of that slump. As I mentioned, many people believe that there may be another crash, but I feel like there is another problem that hardware makers like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft are going to have to deal with, and that is in regards to what is enough in terms of graphics. Looking at the recent GTA 6 trailer, the graphics and everything that was shown off there is crazy good, making me think that we may have finally reached or are now getting close to what we can say peak realism. Seeing a TikTok that had the same similar reaction as I did, they stated that potentially we shouldn't have a brand new system for another 10 years, and weirdly enough, listening to the points that that person made, I actually genuinely agreed with that sentiment. There's really not so much upgrading wise that they can do, and the main thing that I feel like is that there's actually a PlayStation 6 or a PlayStation 7 or whatever Xbox decides to do next, and Nintendo after the Switch 2 should do. I think their main focus really when it comes to those next gen hardwares is that they should all focus on improving performances. Video games are becoming stupidly expensive, ranging from $5,000 to $1,000,000 if it's an indie title, or if it's a big AAA experience, it can go over $10 million according to Google. Due to these games costing so much to make, this for sure has been, especially in this day and age, making many companies follow big trends, stagnating a lot of genres. We've seen this in modern times with the Battle Royale genre, lots of companies fighting and wanting to be the next Fortnite. Currently, the big genre that everyone is fighting for is actually the extraction shooter, thanks to games like Escape from Tarkov popularizing the genre. We've seen this in the past as well with World War II shooter games back during the early 2000s, as those were the craze back then, at least looking at the shooter genre, and a lot of companies back then were just making nothing but just World War II shooters. The main point that I want to go ahead and just come across here is that games now becoming this massive media and becoming expensive to create, it's actually making a lot of companies not take a lot of risk as to what we have seen back in previous times. We had wacky and interesting takes on multiple types of genres and franchises now that don't exist unless the company behind it and their shareholders can turn a profit, or at least they believe that they can turn a profit. It's actually now getting to the point that gaming is corporate first and has lost the reason as to why people play video games to begin with. It was a way to pass time, and the big keyword back then, I believe that at least when it comes with video games, is the word fun. And that is the main thing that I feel like they lost, is they lost the fun aspect, at least with a lot of companies now. It's a very interesting topic to talk about, and one that makes me think about as GTA 6 has now been shown off some more, and seeing the AAA landscape with games like Marathon from Bungie, which Bungie for me personally just seems to be following a trend this time around and not making something unique as they're more well known for. It just all makes me feel like there is a massive crash happening soon. But there are also games like Expedition 33 that have also given me hope that not everything is all bad, and there's some companies that understand that the fun aspect of games should come first. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Do you guys agree with the take that now that video games are getting to that point of realism, that maybe game developers, when it comes to hardware and stuff, they should likely just slow down, of course, the release date for those or when those systems would release, but also just start more focusing on software side of things, just as performances and just making the game as fun as they possibly could make it. I just find this topic to be super interesting, guys, just because I'm also one of those people that has actually currently lost a lot of kind of faith and hope really when it comes with, at least right now, with multiplayer kind of experiences with some games that have been going on for so long now, like games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, I feel like have still been kind of killing it in that regard, but just seeing a lot of different companies like Bungie and them announcing a extraction shooter that pretty much is just following trends, it's just kind of annoying to go ahead and deal with. And now a lot of companies are just becoming a lot more greedy in that regard, especially when it comes with pricing of some certain games, like with Nintendo, with the Switch 2, with Mario Kart World. So it's a little bit frustrating right now, I'd say, at least when it comes to that regard, and just again the greediness that some companies have been doing. But that's just all my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think of everything that I've mentioned here. Do you guys agree with some of the things that I've mentioned? Do you guys think that at this point in gaming that we should just focus more so on software and making sure that the performances in those games are running properly and not having any form of like bugs or just really slowing down in regards to like running like 30 FPS? Maybe we should just start having games now that run at 60 frames now, and that should become the norm. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this to you guys and check in and see what you guys think of this.